I don't know how they will get to read your mind, but then they believe that you are going to run away from the Republic of Poland. Make sure that there are no irregularities. Like irregularities. English. Once you show that up front in your documentation, it is an automatic denial for number 9. Hi everyone, and how are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Raphael here. Today we are going to be talking about number 9 and the reason for which people are rejected for number 9, how you are going to avoid this, and also how you can appeal number 9. Now, for those of you who do not know what rejection reason number 9 is, it actually means, it's actually summarized that they actually believe that you are going to run away from the Republic of Poland upon arrival. Yes. I don't know how they will get to read your mind, but then they believe that you are going to run away from the Republic of Poland. And this is what number 9 is, and this is what we are going to be reviewing today. Now, this is actually a very tricky one, I must say in truth. It is very tricky, but it almost means game over, but we are going to look at it as a whole. And I'm going to give you, with the best of my knowledge, what I think is going to be the best thing you have to do to both avoid and appeal number 9, rejection. So we're going to play our normal game today. You like the video, you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you share this video out, and you leave a comment. You know how it goes, guys. If you stay to the end of this video, I have a very important information that I'm going to share with you, so please stay to the end. For those of you who are yet to join the WhatsApp group, I wonder what you are still doing. Yet I've been hammering on this WhatsApp group, and lots of people are coming in. And if you go and join the WhatsApp group, please don't just go in there and just like boom, 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 boom. Come on, try to be civil, okay? We have almost 300 people in that WhatsApp group, okay? So you just come in, introduce yourself, and then get yourself going with your questions. There are lots of people there to help you, and you can get almost anything and everything you need in this WhatsApp community. I'm going to see you there. Yes, before I get into the main video, I'm actually thinking of starting a one-on-one section with my viewers, with you guys, those who are viewing my videos and those who are following me here. I'm thinking of starting a one-on-one section with you where you can book a section, book a time with me through my Calendly, and then we have time, we have a Zoom meeting where I can see you, you can see me, we sit down and we discuss on your issues, on your problems. So if you see a link to my Calendly in this video, it means that I'm going to start it with this video. But if you do not see that link, it means it's going to be from my next video. So going into the main video, why would you be denied for the number 9? The first reason I'm going to say is document irregularities. Yes, document irregularities. Now, when you have lots of irregularities in your documentation, both from what you said in your financial statement and then what you said in your letter of intent, just when there are lots of irregularities that cannot actually, that when someone looks at your document, they can trace no pattern in your documents, it fuels lack of trust. So this has to do greatly with your agent or whoever is doing your documentation for you. Therefore, you must have a good agent, or you must have someone who really understands the process to make sure that there are no irregularities. Like irregularities. English. So in your documentation, okay? So this is the first reason why you are going to be denied. Reason number 2 will be fraudulent documents. Now, someone few days ago, someone following me here was just scammed, for work permit. Someone gave him a work permit in 10 days. I'm like, how did you do a work permit in 10 days? Is it magic or something? You understand? So, fraudulent documents. Once they see fraudulent documents from either the school part or either the work part, once they see anything like fraudulent document, believe me, you have lost it already. You have no footing in the door, and you are going to be denied for number 9 because there's no trust there, and they will think you're going to run away once you get into the country. Reason number 3, an indication of a possible relation or an interest in any EU country. Now, when you are applying to come over to Poland, make sure that everything is focusing on Poland and has nothing to do with another EU country. Now, this ties into the last reason, which is that maybe you have a sponsor who is situated in the EU region. Even if this person has the same surname with you, try to avoid using any sponsor or showing any form of relation or interest to something that is outside of Poland. Because of course, we know that we are going to travel. Of course, I've been to Switzerland, I'm talking about going to France and going to other places. But Once you show that upfront in your documentation, it is an automatic denial for number 9, because they're going to think that once you arrive, you are going to jabber from here to another EU country. Of course, which all of us want to do at the end of the day. So with that being said, let's talk about how you can avoid this denial, even in the first place, because I don't want this to actually be an issue, because it's really very tricky. Before we even talk about appeal, how can you avoid this number 9? The first thing you must know is it is all about your documentation and what you are able to present. So you must know that everything I'm going to be talking about has to be tied in your documentation. Therefore, I say again, make sure you have the right agent with you. If you are confused, you know where to find me. The first thing you must know is you must not go to the embassy with a scanty document. Now, when I mean a scanty document, I mean a document that is not legally tied. Now, all your documents that is proving whatever, please try to swear whatever you can swear on top the head of those documents. If you can notarize them, if you can swear affidavits, make sure that they are legally binded together. So that whatever information you are providing, it is showing that yes, really, it is what it is. Because it has the seal of the law on it. First thing first, make sure you have your legal aspect of your document covered. And this is going to give you one foot in the door. Number 2, just like I said, for a reason why you are going to be denied, make sure that none of your documents shows any relation or interest in another EU country for any reason whatsoever. Now, if you have somebody sponsoring you from another EU country, of course, it is one way to incur this rejection already. So make sure that none of your documents have any relation, or is showing even any remote interest in going to an EU country. It is very important. If there is something else that is showing any interest there, you are going to be denied. Number 3, pay attention to this. If you are older than 29 years old, please try not to apply for bachelor's. Apply for master's degree. If you are older than 29 years old, try your best. I would say 25 normally, but I don't want to over-exaggerate. So let me say 29. So if you are older than 29 years, please make sure you are applying for masters or you are applying for a job. This is going to give you better chances. Because as somebody who is almost 30 something, I know that we can go to school at any age, but they don't see it here as the same thing. When you're saying somebody who is 35, you want to do bachelor's. Bachelor's in what? So look at this old man. Where is your brain? They say your brain that cannot even take, you understand? They want to go and do bachelor's. So endeavor to make sure that if you are above 29, you are either applying for a master's or you are looking for a job. Number 4, you should have a proof of your permanent address in Poland. Like, what I mean is like you should have a house contract. Yes, get a house contract. If you are finding getting a house contract very difficult, you know where to find me. But please get a house contract. It's very important. Don't get a hotel booking. Don't get any kind of reservation, except if except if your work is providing you maybe a place of accommodation. I would suggest that even if your work is providing you with a place of accommodation, please do try to have a proof of accommodation also. It's very important. Just try it somehow. Just manage. If you can't get it as someone who the company is providing a place to stay, that is fine. But if you can get it, it's going to also be very important. So the last point that you should actually put in place is writing your well-crafted letter of intent, which must have these 4 points well dictated in there. Point number 1, your intention for leaving the country and going into their country. Point number 2, what you have been doing on the ground here in relation to what you are going to do, especially for those who are doing jobs. You understand? And then number 3, what you will do upon arrival in the territory and within the time frame. And then finally, what you are going to do upon arrival to your country. Now, these are very important points. Make sure you draw a timeline. If you do not draw a timeline, or maybe you are sounding somehow in your letter of intent, it would give less plausibility for you. Make sure you draw an adequate timeline between these 4 points so that they can see a full picture of what you intend to do. This is very important. If you cannot write a good letter of intent, you know where to find me. or you contact someone who can, and they will help you. With that being said, if you have been denied, at this point, there's almost nothing we can do but then than to try these points that I'm going to give to you now to enable you appeal. Number one, review your documents for any form of irregularity. Review it. It's very important. Review it on the backdrop of what I had said before. Review it, check and see, to endeavor that you actually have everything well placed. And if you do, then you are good to go. Number two, review your document to see if they contain everything I just told you a few minutes ago. Review them. If there is anything I told you a few minutes ago that you did not do, review and make sure that you do it now while you are going to appeal. It's very important. Number three, very important. Reconstruct your letter of intent to fit in the 4 points I just told you and build a bridge. A very solid bridge. Yes, build a very solid bridge between the 4 points I just told you. They are going to be very important. That is how you can appeal. Point number three. Point number four, if you do not have it previously, get a legal tie back home, back to your country. Get a legal tie. Now, legal ties are normally to avoid or maybe to appeal number 10 that you are not going to return. But then, even if you didn't have it before, get it also. It can also save you from number 9. And the final thing that you can do to appeal is to get a proof of your legitimacy. Any kind of extra letter, any kind of extra document you can get from the school or from your workplace, any kind of extra letter. Now, what I found out is that it becomes very difficult these days for companies to issue this kind of letter, or even schools, like my school would not want to issue this kind of letter. So what I'm doing now is I want to start looking for schools that are willing to issue extra letters for particular forms of rejection, especially number 9, number 8, and number 10. So that they will give me an assurance that for anybody, if anyone is being rejected for these reasons, that they can provide an assurance letter to the embassy. So I'm going to work on this and see. If I do get, good. If I don't get, I will keep searching. So that is basically it for this video on how to appeal for number 9. I don't know how long this video has been, but I hope it's not too long for you. And I hope you were able to finish this video and get to this point. And if you did, please, you know what to do. Share the video, like, drop a comment to support me. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.